escape my dead niggas. Never sleep, time to walk with the dead. Son them all, make me walk and I talk like a dead. Dead niggas. No time to play, and I talk when I'm dead. He dead ass, listen them there to talk with the dead. Dead niggas. Never sleep, time to walk with the dead. Son them all, make me walk and I talk like a dead. Dead niggas. No time to play, and I talk when I'm dead. He dead ass, listen them there to talk with the dead.
I'm giving them a taste of their own medicine, homie. The same way they give it to us in rap, in gangsterism, in street shit, in street codes, I'm giving it back to them by way of the internet character. And look at the backlash I'm getting. They never get this kind of backlash. So when I, homie, I almost cried listening to that story. Man, that night, I said, man, fuck Chicago.
What's going on? What's going on? Just waiting on the co-host to show up.
Top of the morning.
Yeah. I'm excited to bring this episode to y'all.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better now that we finna get on Charleston White's ass. And
I'm giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Before we chew into him about his lies and shit, I am your host, Free Slaves Castro.
Free Slaves Jay Wiggum.
We here today to talk to you about mental health like we do every day. All our podcast episodes will be surrounded around mental health, whether we're talking about the music industry, we're talking about killers that gets no sex. Whatever the conversation is, we gonna speak to the mentality of these things. I'm gonna give y'all a little mentality breakdown on him, what I see and why I say what I'm about to say. Okay, so over his overall message, I fuck with, because I understand what he's talking about and what he mean when he say the things he's saying, right? So
may they all die.
When he be like, fuck King Von,
like King Von,
fuck Nipsey Hussle, fuck Mo 3, you know what I'm saying? He basically means the persona of the person that they had to be in order to get money in the industry they was in. It didn't allow them to be themselves, which was, if you look at each one of these people, King Von, what he did for his people, Mo 3, all these is technically genuinely nice guys that had to live a street life, you know? Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? These guys that was tied to gang life or something like that, but for the most part, through their philanthropy, we can see that they had good hearts, you know, but circumstances of who they had to be and what they went through ultimately led to their demise.
I can't wait to make a Crip baby cry like Nipsey Hussle baby cry. Oh, I can't wait to make a motherfucking GD cry like King Von kids cry when he died. There's nothing, ain't nothing good about a Crip but a dead Crip. Fuck Tookie Williams. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and in the name and the honor of President Donald Trump, I say fuck Tookie Williams. I say fuck Raymond Washington. We spit on their graves. Fuck the leaders and the founders of the Crips. May they all die. All Crips and Bloods must die. All Crips and Bloods must die. Their children must suffer. Their mothers must be freed from the bondage of a mother's pain and disappointment and shame of having a kid be a gangbanger. Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs. May they all die like King Von. May they all die like Drakeo the Ruler. May they all die like Nipsey Hussle in vain.
You know, and you've made some comments about this, particularly about Mo 3. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, man. Out of all the most recent deaths that I've been able to, see and observe via social media or the news, he struck my soul. Man, I was saddened, and I couldn't figure out why. Man, I wanted to cry to see that boy laying down in the street like that, man.
Yeah.
So when he say fuck these people, he not literally saying fuck Davon Bennett, which is King Von's real name. I don't know Mo 3's real name, and Nipsey Hussle is like Ernest or something like that. Ernest. He didn't mean fuck those people, because he's about the black community and shit. He's totally against what we all technically are against, is black on black crime. He just have a different way of go about saying it, and he's trying to invoke mental stability or stimulation when he say the things he do. He eventually trying to get y'all to mentally understand that he's just saying fuck the characters. You know what I'm saying? Not the actual human being.
Yeah. At the same time of saying he's going to develop a character that says fuck other people's characters, at the same time make a trending topic of fuck individuals that play gang banging shit, all of that shit on their music. Right. They in the hood doing all this, but they all killing black. This is black on black crime that they're promoting. So if they're promoting that and he's against that, then automatically he's going to say fuck them individuals.
So one thing that I think people forget to take out of what he's saying, right? And you can actually come at, if you're going to come at him about anything, you can come at him for this. He tell us to go across the train tracks and commit crimes on white people. So he's not with the stop the violence, he's just with the stop the violence on black people. Which if we gonna get on his ass for anything, commit crime on nobody. Tell niggas that. Don't tell niggas to go over there and commit crime on white people. Just commit crime on nobody. That'll be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And now if robbery your crime of choice, yeah, go do that shit to somebody else, don't do it to your own. But as far as anything of shooting and killing, nah, you don't do that to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't kill no fucking body. You don't rob, steal, or take from nobody. But if you got to, then I understand what you mean going on the other side of the train tracks with that shit.
But when you've been sitting there being trained for years by the government to kill everybody and everybody that comes close to your money source or your woman. I mean, it's a lot of emotional niggas out here taking claims on shit that's not even theirs. Drug money is not yours.
No,
that bitch that you fucking with, unless you put a ring on it, that's not yours. So at the end of the day, the shit that you're killing for is retired. It's stupid. It's pretty much done. It's not your shit.
Hell no.
Niggas beefing over blocks. Niggas be beefing over noodles and shit.
Man. And then, like, I'm gonna take it from, like he say, niggas be beefing over blocks, right? The block that we met on was 53rd and King Drive, right? When we first moved over there, everybody on that block saying we KD, this our block. When I left, none of those people lived there anymore. You know why? Couldn't afford it. Had to move out or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that you niggas need to understand. It's not your block to your own property on it. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that's gang banging from Atlanta but own property in Calabasas. They said it's Calabasas, nigga. That's where you set at. Wherever you own your property at, that's your set. Because can't nobody take that from you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're renting, subletting, nigga, it's not your block.
It's not shit,
real life. That's why I claim Chicago, because that's my city. My birth certificate say I was born there, so yes, that's my city. Do I own it? No, I do not. But it's definitely mine. And nobody can take that away from me. Like nobody can take that away because we were born and raised in that city. Regardless if we spend 10 years here and go back to the city. You ain't from there, you from down there, which I'm not going to tell y'all where down there is because I don't want you motherfuckers finding out where I'm at. Don't come looking for me. Don't show up. You show up on the door, we got 2 dogs to bite your ass to death. Yeah, and they inform us when a nigga walking up to the crib and a different bark when a nigga on the porch.
Cousin!
Okay.
So stupid ass out here.
Eat that with potato salad and keep going.
Hell no, but Charleston White is a funny motherfucker, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes he say the most awkwardest, oddball shit, but you gotta think about it. Look at, like you said, like Cuz said, look at the mentality of the shit. Look at Young Shot. Look at 6ix9ine. Look at even what the I wanna pursue the happy.
Cuddy, Kid Cuddy.
Shout out to Cuddy, man. I hope somebody really
yeah, I
got
hope
his
you
back.
alright, my boy.
I hope you alright, man. But look at those mentalities. Cuddy don't say shit. You wouldn't know Cuddy was fucked up until you hear Cuddy fucked up in the situation.
Yeah, me too.
Over here doing a bird, man. Shout out to my weed man.
Shout out to Playboy.
Shout out to Playboy. Weezy.
Oh, kid. With all this shit, it basically stems from a motherfucker's mind perception. Cuz was like, he fuck with doing them podcasts, but the main guy always tuned his conversation that when he talking to chicks around sex. And I'm like, that's the only mental play they got. That's why he do it. And y'all can get in the comments or whatever y'all want to about this.
Yeah, break this shit down.
Please explain to me what else can a woman get a man with if it's not mental sex life.
What do you have to offer?
Nothing off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was somebody that said the other day that a rich man will go into the bottom of the well and find a diamond. But you'll never catch a rich woman going to McDonald's and be like, I'm finna make one of these little fucking cashiers my man. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the appeal of a man being an alpha is not a McDonald's cashier, especially to a rich woman. Although, if she was paying attention to the way he moved in McDonald's, and he got this bitch regulating right, he is a man. That's an alpha male. You know what I'm saying? He running this shit in the alpha way. But she so masculine in her own energy that she can't see that in him. Why? Because they only play as femininity. Now a lot of these women don't even know how to be feminine. But since the beginning of the time, older women have always told younger women, use what you got to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? If that's not a play on sexuality, I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, if a woman wants something from you, she be like, hey, can you do this? You like, excuse me? She try to use her little soft and sultry voice with you, because sex sells. You know what I'm saying? That's the only play that they got. Now, men, like they say on their podcast, which I need to find a name so I can start calling it they fucking podcast, but men, we have to establish value before we have it. So this is why you have a competition amongst men where a man can say, with women it's really no way to say I'm better than this woman unless it's physical looks, because that's really the only thing that get a woman through the main door when it comes to being chosen in a relationship is her physical features. Then you gotta find out if she's motherly and all that stuff, which a lot of them that got the physical features tend to not have no motherly qualities because they wasn't raised to think like that. Like when you a bad bitch, that nobody teaches you how to cook and clean. They really don't care about you knowing that. They know that your sex is gonna sell, so you all right. Now the little ugly daughter that's in the crib, she's smart, she can read, she can do all of that because they knew that she would have to use other options because she can't use sexuality to get what she wants, not from high quality men. You know what I'm saying? High quality men ain't gonna be checking for that. When you a high quality man, all this work you had to put in, you kind of just want the best now. You don't want to go subpar. You just want to deal with the best.
And we ain't talking about the minorities. We talking about the majority.
Majorities, yeah. Like
I know there's a few people out there saying, well, that's not me. That's not what I do. That's not. Well, I have been around at least 100,000 women more, and actually had conversations with these women, and 80% of them is on real bullshit. They use sexuality to get what they want, to get ahead and like really sit down and think about it. What do a man really need in life? And then you turn around and look at what do a woman really need in life. Their list is going to be entirely longer than ours. We probably only need 3 things. They need 10. And 4 of them they need on a consistent basis.
Exactly.
Security. Sex, spiritual awakening, and the emotional awareness.
Now you actually got to go prove that you better than somebody else, or you ain't gonna get the slot. So if you don't like competition, chances is you'll never ever be anywhere in fucking life because you're gonna always have to compete for position, nigga. Ain't nothing gave out to no fucking body. You have to compete. When I tell cuz we gonna start a podcast, we gonna start our shit off worse than everybody and end up better than everybody. That's the goal. It's not to be second. It's not to be just another of the bunch. It's to be the best doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get recognized for it. You got to shoot for greatness. You can't shoot to just be part of the pack. Ain't nobody gonna pay attention to that shit. Nobody pays attention to the pack.
Yeah. You step into somebody else's light, it would never be as bright. You gotta understand that if you slide in somebody else's lane or you doing shit that you know you're not supposed to be doing, which is go for you industry niggas. You get shine in the light that's not yours. So you always go be them. Remember that.
Escape my dead niggas never sleep, time to walk with the dead. Son them all, make me walk and I talk like a dead. Dead niggas no time to play and I talk when I'm dead. He dead and listen them that talk with the dead. Dead niggas never sleep, time to walk with the dead. Son them all, make me walk and I talk like a dead. Dead niggas no time to play and I talk when I'm dead. He dead and listen them that talk with the dead.